There are men who are born talented, and then there are men who force destiny to kneel. Cristiano Ronaldo is the second type. People today see the trophies, the fame, the physique, the money, the perfection. But they don't see the truth. That this man was built from pain, forged by loss, and carried by a work ethic so brutal that even his rivals admit it. They don't see the chaos he walked through just to stand on solid ground. This is the story they don't tell you. And yes, the visuals you see in this video are only to give you a calm, soothing, immersive experience. They won't always match the narration. They're here to help you feel the words. Cristiano Ronaldo was born on the island of Madeira, not in wealth, not in comfort, not in a world filled with opportunity, but in a small home where survival was the first lesson. His father worked as a kit man for a football club, a gentle man, but broken by alcohol. His mother worked long hours as a cook and cleaner just to keep the family fed. Cristiano grew up watching his father drink away the little strength he had left. And this shaped him more than any trophy ever would. At 12 years old, Ronaldo left his family to join Sporting Lisbon. He cried himself to sleep in the academy dorms, missing home, missing his mother's voice, missing the father he felt slipping away from him. He wasn't the strongest. He wasn't the biggest. He wasn't the favorite. But he had something else, an obsession. While other kids played for fun, Ronaldo trained like he was fighting for his entire future. And in a way, he was. At 15, doctors told him he had a racing heart, a condition so serious that it threatened to end his career before it even started. They said surgery was his only chance. Most kids would panic. They would break. But Ronaldo walked into surgery with a calmness that shocked even his mother. He survived, and he trained harder than before. At 18, he played against Manchester United, and in 90 minutes, he embarrassed world-class defenders so badly that even Alex Ferguson walked away, saying one sentence: "We must sign him." And so the era began. But then came the tragedy that carved itself into Ronaldo's bones. His father, the man who introduced him to football, died from alcoholism before he could witness his son reach greatness. Ronaldo was young, rich, becoming unstoppable. Yet he said that losing his father broke him in a way trophies could never repair. And this is where most people misunderstand him. They see arrogance, but they don't see the child who grew up unseen. They see ego, but they don't see a boy who never heard his father say, "I'm proud of you." They see perfection, but they don't see pain sharpened into discipline. Ronaldo promised himself two things that day. He would never let his father's death be meaningless. He would become the hardest working man alive. People love to compare him with Messi, but what they forget is this. Messi is a natural genius. Ronaldo is un manufactured veteran. He built himself from scratch. Every muscle, every skill, every discipline. He trained while others slept. He studied his weaknesses like an enemy. He treated every day like a war against his average self. That's why he lasted 2 decades at the top, while others disappeared after a few seasons. That's why at 38, while most players retire, Ronaldo still trains like a soldier preparing for war. It's not talent. It's not genetics. It's not destiny. It's a decision. And here's the truth most men need to hear. You don't need a perfect life to become powerful. You don't need support. You don't need validation. You don't need luck. You need discipline. You need purpose. And you need the courage to keep moving when life tries to break you. Ronaldo lost more than people know. A father to addiction, a childhood to poverty, a heart condition that almost ended soccer for him, global pressure that would crush most men, criticism, endless criticism, moments of isolation at the top. Yet he stayed humble, stayed obsessed, stayed unbreakable. And listen carefully. I'm not telling you to cut everyone off or destroy everything around you. I'm telling you to be ready. Life will throw things at you that you never see coming. Illness, betrayal, failure, loss, heartbreak. And the story of Cristiano Ronaldo proves one thing. Life doesn't get easier. You simply grow stronger. You grow into the kind of man who can carry pain without collapsing. A man who can keep moving with tears in his eyes. A man who refuses to let his story end in weakness. This is what you should learn from him. Turn pain into fuel. Turn discipline into identity. Turn loss into maturity. Turn pressure into mastery. If Ronaldo can rise from poverty, heartbreak, and tragedy to become one of the greatest athletes in history, then you can rise too. Not because you're him, but because suffering creates strength. And every man has the ability to forge himself into something unstoppable. The world will test you. Life will challenge you. But if you stay disciplined, if you stay humble, if you stay relentless, then one day, people will look at you and say, he didn't get here by luck. He got here because he refused to break.